Hi, my name is Mike Apke, and I am the owner and operator of Droners.io. This video is training on how to create multi-flight jobs, how to create and manage multi-flight jobs, an advanced tactic. People use multi-flight jobs for, you might need a multi-flight job for a few different reasons. It's popular with construction clients. Say you have a construction site, you want progress and monitoring pictures once a month for 12 months. You can use multi-flight jobs for that. Or if you're a real estate or land investor, you might have a few different, commercial real estate buildings in an area or a few different parcels of land in the same county, and instead of just doing um, one job for multiple parts of land or multiple pieces of real estate, you can do one job with multiple flights for each piece of land or for each commercial real estate or real estate building. So it's a useful tool in certain situations. I think we see it most in with construction clients, but it can be used in a lot of different ways. So today I will go over how to do that. So what we'll do, and just a reminder or a note, this is our staging environment. It's not production. So you see there are icons missing. It doesn't look quite right, but functionally it's exactly the same. It's just it might be a little bit more raw than production, but functionally it's the same thing. And just let you know it's our staging environment. So to start, we're gonna post a job. We have post a job here. We have post a job at the top, from wherever we are. For my jobs, we have post a job right here. We will click that. And this part will be exactly the same. So if you don't know how to post a job, go back to our actually the first video we ever created on this YouTube channel is how to post a job, and it's also in our training playlist. So go back to that, watch that. This won't get into all the details of posting a job. It's going to be specifically how to post a multi-flight job and how to manage that job. So just go ahead and make up a location here. Hit next. Service. We'll go ahead and do construction because that is a popular category for multi-flight jobs. We'll go ahead and hit next. And in scheduling, we'll keep it all interested pilots. What we need, so I'm not going to worry about any of this because we're not training on that right now. What you need to select though is, do you need do you need multiple pilots? We don't need multiple pilots. Is this a recurring shoot? So this, if you select, is this a recurring shoot? It'll allow you to have multiple flights on a single job. How frequently will they capture this footage? Let's go once a month. I'm not going to worry about the rest. Let's just go $150 per flight. Testing, recurring shoot. We'll just say training video for recurring shoot. If I could spell recurring shoot. This is just test. Construction site needs. So as always, be as descriptive as you can. Um, get rid of that C. As always, be as descriptive as you can in your job. Again, it doesn't really matter what we're doing here, but give all the details you can. We'll say this construction site needs monitoring and progress shots once a month for 12 months. Is anything requiring? We won't worry about that. Next here, if you have any files to upload, you can upload them here. You can do up to 8 files, up to 12 megabytes each. If you have bigger files that you need to get to your client, you can go up to 100 megabytes in the chat. But in this initial attaching to the job, you can do 12 megabytes, 8 files for 12 megabytes, but we won't We won't post anything here. Then we'll go ahead and click post job. All right, the job is posted. It's a little bit slower than normal because we're in our staging environment. The processing speed's not quite the same as production. But once we post our job, what I'm going to go ahead now and do, what I'm going to go ahead and do now is prove it. I'll prove it and get a pilot to bid, and we'll go from there. Okay, so what we did is what I did there was I have a bid from my testing pilot account now. We'll go ahead and take a look at that. It's $200 per flight. Normally, normal job, you'll have multiple bids from multiple pilots, and you can chat with them. But this isn't. Also, we have a separate tutorial on how to hire a pilot. If you're interested in that, I recommend going through that. That's a YouTube video. It's also in the tutorial playlist. So we'll just go ahead and hire this pilot for $200 per flight. All right, the pilot is hired, and now let's go into the job and see how to manage it because it is a little bit different than normal one-off jobs, the multiple flight jobs. So we'll just go into that and look at the differences real quick. So everything's the same here, and then we have the chat. You can chat back and forth with the pilot. Uh, the difference is, and I'm going to move myself over here. The main difference is we now have this flights tab. So this flights tab is where you can manage multiple flights. So you'll automatically have this first flight. Now, once the pilot finishes this first flight, he'll mark it complete. What you can do if you know ahead of time what jobs you'll have, you can add them, or you can add them as you go. You'll be able to add as many as you want. But we'll just go ahead and add a new flight. Let's just say the pilot. Okay, so let's go ahead and say let's just go ahead and add the next flight, and let's just say it's a month out from now. Put any months, flight 2 for construction monitoring. Any notes you have for this specific flight, anything you need there, and you can go ahead and submit that. And once you do that, you'll have a second flight on here. And what I'll go ahead and do is from my pilot account, what I'll do is I'll mark one of them complete so you can see how that looks. So as you can see here, the pilot marked flight number 1 complete. So that'll be invoiced in 2 days. The invoice was created today. It'll be billed in 2 days, I should say. Every flight will be its own. Every flight is its own invoice. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do new flight. Let's just say we need 3 flights total. I know I said one every month for 12 months, but let's just say hypothetically, we're just going to do 3 total for this test. Say construction monitoring, flight 3 again. Any details you need, you can put it in here. You can for each individual flight. We'll go ahead and submit it. Okay, so now we have 3 flights on here total. Again, you can add as many as you want, but we have 3 flights total. One's complete. I'm going to go ahead and mark the other 2 complete to show you how to complete the process or how to finish the process. Okay, so now the pilot has marked 3 flights complete. It'll be 3 separate invoices. Generally, that's going to be over time, over a certain time span. You can, even though everything's marked complete, all the flights are marked complete, you can still add new flights. You can keep doing that as much as you need. The job is still active. But once you're finished, so let's just say hypothetically, we've done all the flights we need. We don't need to do any more. Once you are finished with it, you'll come down to the bottom here and do mark job complete. Once you mark the job complete, that'll end the job. You can't add any more flights. If you might need more flights, you can leave it open. But once you do this, we'll go ahead and do it. All right. Now the job is marked complete, and it's going to be in a complete status. All the invoices are already it's different than a normal job where you mark it complete, then the invoice is created. All these invoices are already created within the flights. So now that you just mark the job complete, the invoices will still do their own thing. But now that you mark the job completed, it'll be in a complete state, so it won't show up in your active jobs, and it won't show up in your pilot active jobs as well. So that's all for multi-flight training. If you have any questions, feel free to send an email over to support@droners.io. Thank you. Bye.